we need to talk about stuff that's more important to impact our lives. And I see on YouTube the stuff that impacts our lives get the less view. And I'm like, that is completely backwards. Something needs to be fixed. And I need you guys' help and ladies' help to fix this. We need to make stuff that important, that affects us as human beings, like this port strike, to make it more views. Please, let's get this out there. Hello. Get this video Welcome. Out. Today, I'm going to react to the economy's in trouble due to port strikes. We all know that, I don't know if you was living under a rock, but the workers are going on strikes at the port. And pretty much, how's that going to affect us? This is how it's going to affect us. Our groceries bill will be higher. Our construction costs will cost more. And it will affect Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, and other restaurants. Yeah, restaurants too, when I think about it now. And seeing this makes me realize that we're going to be in trouble. And I hate to say this, but unless a deal gets made or something in this week, we are going to be screwed as an economy, and everything will become expensive. And this will be bad for not only for the U.S. economy, but for other countries where we help import goods to, and where goods come into our country. And today we're going to react and go through this, and let's get to the video.
Let me explain something to you. These people today don't know what a strike is.
Right.
When my men hit the streets from Maine to Texas, every single port a lockdown. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships. They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down. They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in.
Which affects housing and other things of business that we need, because we need steel, we need lumber to build the apartments, steel to build our containers like these that are metal, even though this is not metal, but it's plastic, and a bunch of other things. This is why it's very important that they make a deal quick and fast in a hurry.
They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the company's money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world.
Hi, guys.
Yes, get a contract done.
Welcome back to This African Perspective. Thank you all for stopping by. Okay, so the videos we're going to be checking out today are videos about how the ports workers are actually going on strike and how this is going to affect a lot of people and a lot of things. So it's actually a panic and something to be scared about, like for people to fear, because literally, how are the goods going to get into the country? So with that being said, there's a lot of panic going around and a lot of people want to be buying and stocking up on like stuff. They want to buy so many things and hear people's thoughts about it and the fear that is going around, people's worries and the issues they're having with this situation. And the reason why they're going on this strike is because they're not being paid enough. Make a lot of money from this business.
Yes. And they're definitely not getting paid enough. And that's why they want a new deal where they get 61% or more on the contracts plus less automation. And instead of completely all automation, so it won't replace the workers. I'm big for technology, but it needs to be a balance. Okay? And if you like this video so far, hit the thumbs up and the like button.
But they don't pay the workers that work there on a daily basis that make this whole situation happen. The people who are doing the real work at the end of the day are not being paid enough. So the union is actually going on a strike. So we're going to be checking these videos out and see what people have to say. Before we get right into this video, I want to give a very big shout out to Jeremiah for sending me a $3 cash app. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to click the like button. It helps with the algorithm and I appreciate that so much. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Let's get right into it.
Everybody's talking about Diddy, but nobody's talking about how the ports are literally going on strike October 1st. And if you don't know what the ports are the people that be bringing in them goods, that be stocking our shelves for food, essentials, all of the shit that we fucking need. Attention.
Yes, and this is why I never understood that people will watch P. Diddy and this whole scandal compared to showing a lot of news on this, because which is most importantly, and which I see now, we just focus on the dumb stuff that doesn't make no sense, that does not impact our lives, but just gets a lot of views. A lot of people make angry and happy, and I get it. That's just how we get views. That's how what we do to get the views, so you can see us at the end of the day. But we need to talk about stuff that's more important to impact our lives. And I see on YouTube the stuff that impacts our lives get the less view. And I'm like, that is completely backwards. Something needs to be fixed. And I need you guys' help and ladies' help to fix this. We need to make stuff that important, that affects us as human beings, like this port strike, to make it more views. Please, let's get this out there. Get this video out. Hit the like button. Tell your friends. This is important.
Shoppers brace for empty shelves, rising prices if the port workers strikes, expert says. One day of missed goods is going to set us back 7 days. If you got kids, stock up. And do not take this for a joke, because people are saying that it's going to be worse than COVID. They want their payments to go from $39 an hour to $69 an hour by the end of the contract, which is October 1st. So if they don't get their contract signed and their wages pushed up, their strike is going to start. The last time they wage increase was 2018 and they only got $1 more. The West Coast stock workers got a
Jesus. How would you comment down below? How would you feel if you're working for a company, you worked there for over 5-10 years, and they tell you, hey, we'll give you $1 raise? Doesn't make you feel its value, right? Doesn't make you want to work there, right? And where does everyone wants to feel like? Where they belong and they're making enough money so they can pay their bills and live their life. And at the end of the day, that's not happening.
32% raise. But the East Coast workers did not get that. Mind you know, the East Coast is more expensive than the West Coast. Oh, here's the ports that are going to be affected. New York, Boston, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Wellington, I don't know where the fuck that is, Charleston, Savannah, Jacksonville, Miami, Tampa.
Wilmington is in North Carolina, ma'am. I get it. I understand. Just helping you out, ma'am.
Mobile, New Orleans, and Houston. I forgot Norfolk too. I was just reading too fast. Now, this is the first strike since 1977. And all I'm saying is y'all better hit up Amazon Basics and start packing the out of y'all cabinets. Y'all can take this lightly, take it as a joke, but then when inflation start hitting y'all in the ass, don't say Khalid didn't come up on this app and warn you.
We know that we're in a fight. If they want to fight, then a war is what they're going to get. I've been a longshoreman for over 23 years. And one thing I do know to be true, gas has went up. The cost of living has constantly went up. And throughout these 23 years that I've been on the waterfront, we've only asked for $2, $3, or maybe $5 over the course of the contract. We've done our part. And we're asking, hey, you do your part, because during the pandemic,
Yes. And we need you business owners, please do your part. Pay your workers that have been there for long enough for you, that looked out for you, that helped you to get that nice car, that helped you get that nice house, to help you provide families for your kids, but your college education for your kids. Come on, business owners, help us out. Help your workers.
we never stop working. Imagine that a hospital is looking for a type of blood, to be shipped to it, and it's on the ship that I'm working on, but it's pouring down raining, lightning. We can't stop working. We got to get that box off so that hospital can continue to drive and save the people lives that they've been working on. So that's where we're at with it. And we just want to be respected for it. And I think it's high time that we demand that. And we're long overdue. Automation is serious.
Yeah.
Because when you bring new automation in to take away from our jobs, you don't make means for that person to have a job. They're pushed over to the side and they can't do their job that they've been accustomed to doing. What we're asking is allow our people to continue to work in this industry without going to get an extra job to make ends meet. Allow us to take care of our families like we've been doing with the wages that we currently have in place. Continue that trend. That's all we're asking for. And if we have to sit out 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, we're prepared to do that. If it's gonna
Amen. Amen. And shout out to that brother right there. And hopefully they'll get a deal done and they'll get back to work so they can take care of their families and also take care of their kids' college education fund, because that's very important. And at the end of the day, I'm going to end the video right here. And I know my opinion on these port strikes is very well known that I made in the video. But if you have a different opinion when the port strike will end, when will it not end, or how long it's going to go, let me know down below. Also, too, and if you want to watch my next video where I react to this financial content creator, and if I agree with this advice or not, I'm going to let you watch it right up here.